Arcadia. Place is pretty dope.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Arcadia,
He looks dope.
kind
I love his design.
as long as you welcome us.
Well, in that case, I want a Nuka-Cola, some stim packs, Kasumi Nakano returned to her family, and, a pony?
I see.
That's exactly something River would say.
Those things I'm not in a position to give. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Oh, please do.
I know this joke. Two androids walk into a bar.
I'm afraid the punchline isn't going to be very funny. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you
That kind of sucks.
so many times. I couldn't.
Dying a lot over and over. Well, kind of dying.
We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Nick, is he really your brother?
If he is, it's news to me. Can synths even be related? Just because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family? I gotta think.
Kinda. If you're sentient, it kinda does. It's just drones, maybe not.
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room" of their argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
We need to get back while we're
Let's get
here.
back to why we're here. Kasumi Nakano.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Why are you asking?
Because she came here with that very question. And the answer changes every part of her world. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me.
Of
You're
course.
here for
Can you speak a little faster though?
But I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
No. But if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
You're treading on very personal territory. Back off.
Okay. You're not ready to have this conversation.
Nope.
Whatever you believe,
Nope.
we will accept you for who you are. Synth or human.
Actually, River would say spoilers.
Dude, spare me the lecture.
Fine. But Arcadia is still open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase. Kasumi is usually working down below, whenever you wish to see her. Did you need anything else before you go?
In the Brotherhood. No, I'm not in the Brotherhood of Steel. Part of the Railroad. No.
I should
Let's
be
get
going.
going.
Of course.
You were in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in.
Aren't you supposed to be in there?
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that
Alright,
you consider
turn around.
us.
Talking to
Dima's
you.
vision is worth
Turn around.
fighting for.
There you go.
So you're a synth?
I am. I hope that's not a problem for you. Dima has worked hard to create a place for us where we can be safe from those who don't accept us. He's put so much of himself into this, all his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about, well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Right. Wouldn't want him blowing a fuse, huh?
No, not really.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat
Want that
dangerous,
experience
though,
points,
so
that's what I want.
Understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage
Talking to you.
drives.
Don't walk away.
The boat never finished the trip, you see.
While you turn your
The
back
drives
again.
are still out there. I could really use
Rude.
them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure.
Experience
to be
points.
honest.
Cha-ching.
Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Sure.
I'll get the drives.
Oh, I said I don't do things for free. I should
Really
have
do appreciate it.
looked at that option. Oh well. You want to help somebody else too, right? That's where Kasumi is. Down further? Yep, she's down further. Wasn't there someone else that needed help though?
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
Quaint. It's sort of an old world, burn it to the ground and salt the earth kind of charm.
Interesting. Of course, it was already burned to the ground once. I'm not sure attempting that again would yield much. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
If that's what floats your boat?
It gives me a sense of purpose, yes. I like having something worthwhile to which I can dedicate my time.
Get it?
I
Floats
should
your
note
boat.
that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
No, that's it.
I'd like to help you with your research.
Oh, well, that's thoughtful of you.
Experience points, that's what I want.
What can we have you do? There's a flower native to this island, a species of the genus Aster, that has survived remarkably well. It doesn't quite
your
have
name
the
is Aster?
brilliance of color that
Interesting.
I understand it once did. Before
You happen to name that after yourself?
the
Aster?
war. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating secondary chemical properties they possess. If you could bring me additional samples, it would speed up my research. I can offer you a meager amount of caps, if that makes the idea more...
Meager. Oh, I can't coerce her to give me more?
I'm keeping an
Alright.
eye out for more flowers.
I know it can seem trivial, in light of everything else that's going on, but I do appreciate it.
Oh, so I could coerce her to give me more.
Sounds like you got the all.
You just sweep.
So what's your story?
Why do you
I
care?
suppose I don't really. Just not too many visitors. That new girl and now you. That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from, let go of all that, and life gets simple.
You must be the life of the party around here.
Hey, if we had parties, I don't know, would. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
Gonna pass.
Never mind. No quest options from you? Out of here. Where's Kasumi? She's downstairs. This guy had something though, doesn't he?
Gosh, after a welcome this warm, who wouldn't want to just stay forever?
This place isn't for you. Arcadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks.
What's up with him?
Careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place,
What's up with that guy? You still there?
then live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
Yeah.
You must have tons of friends with this attitude.
I don't need friends.
And you're kind of misunderstanding the point of being human. Like you're trying to act like you are. Well, be
Honestly,
synth.
I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
It's a tough world for everyone, not just synths.
I'm not saying it isn't. Just, most folks don't want to kill you simply because you exist. I'll see you around, okay?
Where's Kasumi? Downstairs. And Chase.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came
Yep.
all this way for me.
You left without telling your folks why.
For the money, really. But yeah.
Known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, They wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that
How do you
conversation
know
go?
exactly?
I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Everyone has doubts. Hmm. Not sure which to choose.
You're... Kasumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are sometimes. It's part of life.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Arcadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
What kind of problem is there in Arcadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things. Track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something...
Intriguing. Conspiracies.
Sister, there's a lot of things on this island more important than you.
If you could just hold the jokes for a second. You saw all those computers that Demas hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them. And, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
Personally, I find calculated mass murder to be
That was
very
weird.
soothing.
Look, help me out, and if I'm wrong, you can make all the jokes you want. Now, I've tried doing some digging on my own, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Step aside and let the master hacker show you how it's done.
If you're sure. Good luck. Once you have something, let me know.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
Not quite. Especially after your affinity quest, Nick. Should be wanting to talk. You had us travel all around the Commonwealth.
He's always moving supplies around as they go.
Well, that's the supply room. You have to go in there at a certain time.
Lend you a hand with that terminal?
I got it, Nick. Wasn't it? Damn it, give me the refill. I want the refill. Oh wait, that's only one left, right?
I'm in.
Tripping. Wasn't paying attention. Oh, I can get more XP? Yes. That was too far. Other way.
Yes.
If they didn't want it open, they should have bought a better lock, huh?
Nothing stealing, huh? Alright. Don't mind if I do. Why don't I want the oil? I want the flamer fuel. Oh well. Whoa, mini nukes. Yeah, let's take those off your hands. Like one settlement each destroyed. You guys shouldn't have your hands on that. Kindly take them off your hands. That's it. I'm gonna go hack the computer. Let's unlock this. Get some more XP. Yep.
That's it.
But I want to hack the computer instead. Still further upstairs?
You know, I can probably make that terminal.
Nick, be quiet. You're fucking giving it away. You know I can hack that terminal for you. They won't even know. That's a long journal. Oops. Download Faraday's program. I forgot what that thing said, but I'm pretty sure we'll get the gist of it from the conversation. I didn't feel like reading that whole journal again. Well, I did read it the first time.
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're going to find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. He's worried the children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave?
Probably both.
Is there really something in them that's dangerous? Do you have a way in? Into his memories? Assuming you can get past the children of Adam, of course.
I'm getting paid for all this, right?
Don't worry, I have money. Not to mention the fact that you'll have whatever secrets are in Dima's earliest memories. He lived on the island for almost a century before building Arcadia. He has to know about some treasure somewhere, don't you think?
Alright.
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory banks.
Really? How would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, Dima was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, you know, connect to the old banks the way he does? Some kind of connection between your head and the computer. I'll bet that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating Dima's thoughts and data, helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you find? I'll keep an eye on it.
Sure.
If all I find in those memories is just 100 years worth of Dima staring at a wall, I'm gonna be really annoyed.
Well, if you did, almost good, right? That means they're harmless. Anyway, good luck.
Where was that Chase person?
Hey, you mind keeping an eye out for a second? Gotta run a diagnostic. Thanks. What'd I miss?
Where is that chase? There she is.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
Miss out on a fun boat ride? Never.
Well, then at least you have the return trip to look forward to. Arcadia is a safe haven for synths.
Trying to kick me out?
I would not
Here to
have
help.
aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're
What's
serious
that?
about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
That depends on what you need me to do.
That's fair. If I were in your
To the
place,
point.
I would want as much data as possible.
You
We
should
were
be at.
expecting
Don't
a
get.
new
They
synth to arrive.
should be asking you to do something before they tell you what to do. It's like, hey,
There's been no
you
sign
gonna
of
ask me
it,
what?
and I'm concerned that he
I mean,
might
what
have
you want me to
been
do?
lost on the way here.
This island is a death trap. Your scent probably ended up as Mirelurk food.
I certainly hope not, but I'd like to know for certain. You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
How are you still on Fallout? You did everything on it. It's a good game. Not always the same. Because you get to go about things so many different ways. I haven't played in such a long time that I'm really liking it. I'm gonna get more red resistance. There's a lot of red out here, a lot of radiation. Alright, come on, Nick. Actually, let's mark up the quest. Talk to Brooks. Achieve the storage drives. Help Chase. Do the ones on the... Do the ones for the harbor people first. And talk to Brooks before we leave. Or is Brooks outside? Is that Avery? Brooks? Whatever. We'll do that later. I'm gonna save all the Arcadia stuff for last. Alright, where to? What is... Help Captain Avery. Oh, I didn't talk to Captain Avery? Come on, let's go. Wasn't that far away. Miss Avery.
Captain?
I'll be straight with you. It's never easy to ask anyone on this island for help, much less a stranger. But I've got a responsibility to these people, and I have a job for you if you're up for it. Besides, I know you're tougher than you look.
You're in charge here. You can't just ignore the crime.
What exactly do you need help with?
We get our drinking water from a purifier not far outside of town. We had a bad storm not long before you got here, and it must have damaged
Watch out,
the
robot.
sensors that protect the road to the purifier. I sent Howard Dunbar out to fix them. He was out there when the Mirelurks hit us, and I'm afraid they might have got him too. I was hoping you might go have a look. If the worst happened, maybe you could get those fog condensers back online. If you're up to it, just head south out of town. It's paying work, of course. I wouldn't ask a stranger to stick their neck out on our behalf, unless I was willing to pay a fair share for it.
Alright.
Am I gonna need any tools or parts if I have to make these repairs on my own?
The fog condensers need their power modules replaced, but Howard took the only spares we had. Either way, you're gonna have to find him first.
All right, I'll head out there now.
Good. Our water supply won't last much longer.
Where'd that robot go? Didn't she have a quest?
Ah, you there. Are you that detective I've heard about?
Who said I was a detective?
Mayor Avery said that someone new had arrived on the island, investigating a missing person. That must be you.
Seems word travels fast around here.
I haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The louts? I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Is this conversation on the clock?
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose I do have a bit of petty cash on me that I could provide for your time. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Pre-war money.
This type of investigation usually requires a retainer.
Oh, you're a private investigator, not an employee of the state. Well, yes, then I suppose a retainer can be arranged. Will you help us? There may still
More
be
pre-war
a
money.
murderer at large.
If there may be a murderer, I'm gonna need some danger pay as well.
I'm afraid that's all I have on me, but my employers are, well, rather wealthy, and I can definitely put a word in for you. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
Who's the victim?
Well, we want to keep this out of the tabloids, but...
It's getting all this XP from her.
The financier of the hotel. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Who are your employers?
I shouldn't say out here in the open, but my employers are quite wealthy, as are the other patrons of the hotel. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
I suppose I could take a look.
I'm afraid that any further negotiations will have to be with my employers, though I'm sure they would be more than fair with you. Will you help us? There may still be a
What? I thought I
murderer at large.
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
No.
I'll meet you there.
Very good. I shall meet you at the main entrance to the hotel.
Yeah, later, Pearl. Got some business to take care of. I'll do a few more quests, these quests I have marked, and then I'm gonna take me a break. Food. Watch some shows. I should be back on later. End the night off.
That's it.
Not such a good idea, but I didn't hurt so bad. Is it two of you? Looks like it.
Didn't make it. I'll have to repair the fog condensers myself.
Your Geiger counter doing cartwheels too?
Kinda, Nick. And one more. Gotta search that place too. Light. Yep. Had a feeling. Got that feeling. The twos of you? No more mirelurks. This where you get your water? It has radiation barrels in it. All this nasty shit. I hope these things filter all that shit out. It's gross. Water purifier, okay. Damn good purifiers, that's fucking nasty. Where's the map telling me to go? Back to Far Harbor. Over to there. Alright. And go to this undiscovered place, check it out.